Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jesse Skelton, and I am here to bring you an Introduction to After Effects tutorial from ST Tutorials. What we're going to do is show you some basic techniques that will kickstart your ability to use this program and have you up and running in no time, creating some cool animations.
Would you like to see?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is open a new project, create a new composition. We're going to call it Tutorial. And what we're going to do is work in this preset here, HD Video / HDTV 720. 720 is a little bit easier to work with than 1080, and you'll still people will still be able to watch your videos in HD. So we're going to keep our frame rate as 25 for now. There's no reason to change it, and our duration is going to be 5 seconds here. These are frames, seconds, minutes, hours. We're going to click on our timeline window here, go to Layer, New, Solid. We're going to call this Background. We're going to click on our background layer and go to Effect, Generate, Ramp. What we're doing is creating a background for our animation. So here in our Effects panel, which shares the same window as the Project panel,
We're going to change it from a linear to a radial ramp.
take this target here, indicating the center of the ramp, and we're going to move it to the middle. Change the colors around here a little bit. We want a sort of semi-darkish color for the middle and a very dark color for the outside, because what we're looking to do is create a sense of environment here. So this is sort of an easy way to do that.
We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true.
And that looks good. What we're going to do is hit our text tool, create some text in the middle here, and use your arrow keys to go in between the letters and clean this up a bit. Holding down Option, hit the left arrow or right arrow. And we're going to go back to our arrow tool, click this guy. We'll go down to our Align panel, hit Horizontally Align and Vertically Align to Composition. And this is looking good. So what we're going to do now is go to Layer, Layer Styles, and Stroke. And what we're going to do is give this text a stroke. We're going to open the stroke in the pull-down menus, go to the color palette, and give this a better looking color. We'll increase the size a bit here in the pull-down menu of the layer style. Then what we're going to do is duplicate the layer, and if you can't get access to the layer style, just double click it and it'll open up, and we're going to change the color of this stroke to black. And what we're going to do next is lower the size of the stroke so that we can see the stroke of the text layer underneath. So we're going to close these two guys, and we want to make our text a little bit bigger, so let's go over to our character palette over here and just up the size here on both of the layers. Okay, so we've got our text stroked. There's nothing wrong with a good stroke. What we're going to do is pre-compose this text by hitting Command-Shift-C, and we're going to call it text. That way it all sticks together. We don't have to worry about animating two different things. Hit P to open up position. We're going to move ahead to 1 second. Hit the keyframe button here, the stopwatch. Move back a little bit and just drag it. It's going to automatically create a new keyframe. You can see the motion path there. So pow, that comes in. You want to make that a little bit faster, just drag them close together, the keyframes here. Now after our animation shoots in, we want to have it slowly scale towards the camera. So we're going to sort of cheat without going into 3D right now. We're just going to keyframe the scale to increase in size. And we want there to be some motion blur on here, so what we're going to do is select the layer, make sure motion blur is selected here, and then turn it on for the composition as well. And bang, we've got some good motion blur, and then like a nice little epic increase in size here. Okay, so you know what, that's pretty basic, but that's all we wanted to show you. We're going to show you how to render now. Hit Command M to add your current composition to the render queue. We're going to go here to Lossless, make sure QuickTime selected. We want to go into Format Options and down to H.264. This is going to create an MP4 file. It's very important that we use QuickTime here and then H.264 and not H.264 in here first, or else you run into some complications with uploading it to YouTube and stuff like that.
So we don't really need to worry about audio or resizing it right now. So we're just going to go ahead and hit OK. And next you go to Output to, choose a destination where you want to save the file, and give it a name and hit OK, and then just hit render there, and it'll render to that folder. So that's pretty much all we wanted to show you today. It was very basic, but we just wanted to get out the very bare principles of how the program works, how to keyframe and how to render. So yeah, just goof around with the different attributes, and you're really at the limit of your imagination.